So Richie, did you get that spreadsheet that I sent you yesterday?
Which one?
Um, it's the one with all the furry conventions in the Northeast.
Oh yeah, the ones that all got canceled
They
because of
needed you to
COVID.
clear your schedule for it.
Yeah, I believe I got that this morning.
Okay, cool. I got to get on the phone with the funders, and we're gonna try to figure it out.
Okay.
But I'll take care of that right now. But speaking of which, hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to Socially Distant, where we got quite a few people in the chat tonight, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I am your host, Alex Weber, and I'm joined, as always, by my new glasses friend.
Hi, I'm Richie. I went rimless so that you could barely tell that I have glass on my face.
You like rimless?
Oh, dude,
It feels closer to the real thing, I would
I
assume.
haven't felt a good rim since Nom.
It's been a while, my
But
friend.
right? But yeah, so we got some two fun guests that are joining us today. Alex, would you like to introduce your guest?
Sure. So this is also Alex. My friend Alex Hassinger. I've known him since sixth grade.
Mhm.
Grew up in Newtown together. He's on his way up to New Hampshire to do some hiking, so he's hanging out in Hyde Park for a little bit. In sixth grade, we were two of four Alexes in the same class,
Oh, damn.
and so that's sort of where Weber was born.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we've been hanging out. We just got back from a little hike around here, so we are eating, as you can tell, but we need fuel after a nice little romp in the woods.
I feel that. I also have a guest with us today. We tried to have him on the podcast before, but something happened with all the files and getting all those crossed. So I brought him back so that we could have some fun, talk about improv, play some improv games. From Not Safe for Earth, I'd like to introduce Stephen Norton.
Howdy.
Stephen, welcome back, and welcome visually.
Yes.
Now that we all
I
can
feel like I wasted an hour of my life.
Honestly,
An hour I'll
feel
never
that,
get back now.
I feel like I do that every day with the amount of poops I take.
Yo, this guy right here knows that.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, are you
This
Are-
man
are-
he's a fiend.
I bet he shits just straight gorp.
Gorp?
Good old raisins and peanuts.
Hey, when you got a plant-based diet.
Okay, we never did the intro. Hey guys, welcome to Socially Distant.
I did.
Richie, you have more feminine energy than a tampon commercial.
Alex Weber, the only thing smaller than your apartment is your dick. So we're back.
Hey.
Another live stream. So yeah,
I
before
like the photos you guys chose for your intro there. It looks like you guys are about to cook meth in the garage.
Yeah,
We are.
we always do. What are you talking about? This is a podcast. I don't know if I can say that on Twitch, but all right. But yeah, so before we start, I'd like to do a quick announcement. October 5th. I don't know how I swung this, or I don't know how this happened, but I would just like to say that I personally, and I speak for both of us,
Yes.
Alex, that we are very excited to announce that on October 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is a Monday night, we will be joined by President of Southern New Hampshire University, Paul LeBlanc, at SNHU Prez on Twitter. I'm super excited for that episode because he has no idea what is in store for him.
Absolutely not.
This is his equivalent to the Eric Andre show.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Richie, you said you don't know how it happens, but I think just the straight story of the timeline makes it even better. So I saw one of his tweets like a couple days ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's cool." Wait a minute.
What if we?
That's when I messaged you, and I was like, "Richie, what do we got to do to get President Paul on the thing?" Oh, let me tweet at him.
Yeah, I just tweeted at him.
40 minutes later. All right, so he's going to be on a couple weeks from now. So it just came together perfectly, and it's super interesting. That's going to be a really fun one.
Yep, I already have a great custom thumbnail when the time comes that I can schedule the broadcast reminder and everything, which will be fun. I'll figure out. I'm gonna find a nice audio sound bit that doesn't swear, so that we can use that. But yeah, I'm really excited because that No offense to Stephen Norton of Not Safe for Earth, but we have the president of a college on our show. And I'm
It's right. No, I get it. I see how you guys are. It's cool.
And you know what's really cool? If he's gonna be doing this from his house, maybe we'll get to see his dog.
Oh yes, maybe we'll get to see.
President Paul's dog is a just beautiful creature.
Yes, German Shepherd, right? Yeah. Or is it a mix?
I think it's a mix. It might
We'll
be
find out.
Yeah,
Guys,
we'll find out.
out.
October 5th at 7 p.m. right here, right now, all the time. Richie,
So-
real quick, real quick. What's going on, man? What's new with you?
Nothing much. Yeah, so this past weekend was fun. I got to join Steve and Not Safe for Earth for a couple shows, actual like in-person live shows, which was great over at your theater in New Bedford. It is an old church about 2 doors down from Gallery X, which a lot of people might know of Collective fame. Funny Pleases performed there. Church of Improv. Alex Mann did his shows in the basement of that church. So yeah, it's great. It's 2 doors down. It's an old church that they've are since renovating, and it's looking really great. I'm really excited to see it. I remember seeing like the steeple like sitting like on the ground, decrepit, and they raised it up, which is nice. But yep, they did it all outdoors.
Cool.
Completely socially distanced audience. We opened for a one-woman, one-act play called A Lady of Letters, which is a really cool play. If you guys like reading like short plays and stuff like that, definitely check that one out because it's really fun. But yeah, we did 3 shows. So we did 1 show on Saturday and 2 shows on Sunday. We did quick like 15 to 20 minute openers, and I just had a blast doing it. I thought I just had a bunch of fun because I haven't done anything in person and live in
I was gonna say. I mean, to go back to that,
7 months now. So it's like I need more.
it must be very, very, very cathartic to go back to.
Oh yes. How about you, Steve?
Cool.
How'd you feel about it?
It was really great to be able to perform live again. I kind of forgot how it feels after doing so many online shows. And it's like night and day. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like doing some of our online shows, but it doesn't match being able to actually interact with each other when we perform. We can build a scene together. Ben and I had a great scene about a deli where he was packing meat for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That sounds questionable.
Yep. I had a great scene with our friend James where it devolved into this surrealist version of Mice and Men.
Ooh.
Which was fun. And contrary to my size, I was not Lenny.
What made it surreal, dare I ask?
So we played a game called Say It Again.
Okay.
And in Say It Again, depending on how many people are in a scene, if at any point the person running that scene hits a bell, you have to repeat the last line of dialogue that you said and make it completely different.
Oh.
So the surrealist part was I said, your dog, I'm your dad, your dog's dead, and that's a bunny. And I went, that's a dog, your bunny's dead, your dad's a dog. I'm a dead dad, you're a dog, bunny, and it just kind of devolved into this fun, weird thing. But I loved Steve's scene with the deli about packing meat. Was that Say It Again, or was that
that was
Post-it notes?
No, that was Say It Again. Yeah, that was Say It Again for the second show.
Mm-hmm.
And
Really?
I went in there originally kind of a confrontational with him, and because the scene changed when he rang the bell, it eventually turned out that Ben and I were ex-lovers, and I was in the deli to rekindle our love.
That's awesome. That's really fun. Real quick, we got a comment
I
from
was gonna just give a
our
shout
friend
out.
Jordan Podkladek. Hi from Jordan and Cody. Hey guys, if you guys haven't checked out, Millington just had a great announcement. They're doing a all covers EP, which I'm really excited about. That is October 25th.
Brass Emo Volume 1.
Yep, which is gonna be really fun.
What a perfect name, too.
Yep. There's that one. I want Millington to do their own version of Jock Jams, which I think would be really funny. Remember Jock Jams? It's just Pump Up the Jam, but just in different remixes.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it, is just pump up music for jocks.
Yeah, essentially. Or like music that they would play in like elementary school gym class.
The 23rd, October 23rd. Look for it on your streaming services and whatnot.
I'm excited. I always love some good emo and some good brass
And some good Millington.
and some good Millington
Mm-hmm.
with the Milling crew.
Yep. So, Weber, you have a friend with you. I think we should talk to him for a couple of minutes.
Sure.
Oh God, I gotta speak words.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, you do.
This is also Alex, which is again why we've switched over to last name naming conventions.
Mhm.
But yeah, dude, what do you do?
Oh,
What do you do?
what do I do?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Actually, funny story about
Yeah,
that.
we got a real funny story. We won't have to get into that one. I mean, what I've been doing recently, I've been building pools.
Yeah, homie's been putting in some
Ooh.
work.
I built 3 pools in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
It's been kind of interesting, actually. It's quite an experience.
I think it's weird that people are putting in pools now.
You would think.
You would think exactly, that it would become till next spring,
Yeah.
But no, people are putting them in, they're heating them up, and they're wanting to swim for at least a week or 2 before they close them. Hey, whatever.
At that point, I would just wait. I would just be like, all right.
No, but see, we were talking about this yesterday. Here's my thought. Would you rather do it now, get like 2 weeks of swimming in, and then by the time the weather's nice, you already have the pool? Not, oh, it's nice, now I have to have this pool built.
Mhm.
So, if
Yeah.
the shoe fits, go dancing. Why not?
Come down.
He's my buddy. He's in construction.
I've heard. Do you know that song? And then I said, "Come dancing." I know it. It's in my head, and
I think
it's
we do, honestly.
it's like it's there, and I just don't know how to like. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up "Come Dancing."
I have no idea.
Come dancing?
It's the Kinks.
Oh.
Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. And then we're gonna
okay.
dance away. Come dancing. Yeah, that's the Kinks.
Oh,
You know, Steve. Do you
This
know?
guy gets
I
it.
do
You
know.
might know.
I was like, oh, what?
I'm not sure.
To quote your joke from this past weekend, but make it our own. Steven is now brought the median age of the live stream up, so we can appeal to a wider demographic. So thank you for that.
Great.
Yeah, Steven told me that joining Not Safe for Earth this weekend made the median age of the group drop.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We
but
always
now
love-
you have someone who's born before the grunge era.
Yeah.
We love tinkering with statistics, really. It really is a pastime of mine.
Oh yeah. I love just bullshitting statistics. That's what I do in my free time.
Richie, my whole life has been a bullshit statistic.
Right?
I don't even know what that means.
Well,
Like, I
what
don't
does
even
that mean?
I don't even know which context I meant it in, but like it's
Me
still
either, and
kinda-
I just agreed with
still
you.
kinda
That's how good friends we are. I just agree with you. Dude, my life's fucking bullshit. Man, I'm with you. I completely agree.
big facts.
So, while we're talking everyone, I thought I'd just say for anyone watching out there and wants to like input suggestions and things, we're going to be playing in a short bit a improv game with Steve that he'll be introducing, because Steve is part of and co-founder of Not Safe for Earth, a South Shore based improv group that does improv games, sketch comedy, things of that nature. So we're going to be doing a game called Sex With Me. And I'd like to ask our audience, just throughout the show, just put in the chat, just random objects, words, proper nouns, places, things. We'll stray from like abstract thoughts or ideas or feelings. But yeah, any type of object, whether it be animate, inanimate, animals, things like that. And we are going to do a fun game with that later. So yeah, rack up those comments and I'll be able to pull some of those up. I have some suggestions already that we can use as well, but I think we can have some fun with that in a little bit. So I would like to direct the conversation now back over to Steve and kind of talk about Not Safe for Earth, because I know we tried to do that before and it failed miserably. So I'd like to talk about the conception of Not Safe for Earth, whether it be immaculate or not. But yeah, so how was Not Safe for Earth brought into the world? Naturally or cesarean?
It's always cesarean.
Always cesarean.
I wouldn't be able to push anything big like this through my uterus,
Oh, well, yeah.
my vaginal canal.
I thought you had those childbearing hips.
No, unfortunately, I don't. I have a very small waist and a very small booty.
Yeah.
So,
Quite shallow.
You gotta work on that pelvic floor exercises, my friend.
You gotta do your Kegels.
I try. I don't know if I get enough kegels in, but
we can all use a couple more. I think this could be my 2021 resolution: is do more Kegels.
More kegels.
So, Not Safe for Earth is basically the idea came about. We just wanted to have a group where we could do improv and comedy and sketches without having any sort of sacred cows, and just kind of do whatever we want. Obviously, there's we still have some standards. Like, we don't just say anything we want. But for the most part, there's nothing we can't really joke about. Like, we're willing to take a risk and joke about anything. And if you've ever been to any of our live shows, you'll know this.
Oh, yes.
We did clean it up a little bit for the theater crowd over at your theater, because they were the median age of that crowd was over 60.
Yeah.
But essentially, it was just we wanted to have a group where we could joke about whatever we want and just not be afraid to take risk and to try things. Most of us were members of Funny Please at some point, and at some point we just kind of parted ways and wanted to do our own thing. And we've been doing it now for it's been almost 3 years. The first year we performed live at Bobby's in Taunton quite a bit. It's a karaoke bar / gay bar. They have drag shows, it's karaoke, and they're kind of open to doing different types of things. So we did some shows there, and it kind of slowed down quite a bit when COVID first hit. A lot of us took a break. We were doing some plays and some things like that. I'd done quite a few plays, and during that period of time where I was doing theater, kind of slowed down on the improv side because we just didn't have the time. But as you guys already know, we started to do a lot of live shows online. The internet doesn't really doing shows online isn't really the best format possible. I don't think. I still think live shows are the best, but we do what we can. You have to change the games a little bit and try to adapt them to the internet, to doing them online. We also started doing roasts during that period of time because doing roasts actually works with this format. Like, we can have a bunch of people on screen like this and make jokes, and that works with the format. Doing improv games is really tough when you're in a bunch of squares and you're not able to actually interact with each other. But I don't know. I'm positive and I'm hopeful for the future. And Richie recently actually joined us officially as a member. He's been working with us for a little while, but now he's officially on board, and I'm excited to see what he has to bring to the table. And hopefully, once the virus starts to die down a little bit, we can actually film some sketches. Richie and I both do video editing. We both like to film things. So having both of us working together, I'm sure we can create some great stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're you want to talk about the show that the next show that we have planned, or you have planned?
We have 2 shows coming up. One is on October 10th, 9 p.m. It's the Homeschooled Improv Comedy Show. And that one is going to be sort of a little abstract, a little bit different. We're going to be actually doing an improv show as students in a classroom being homeschooled.
Okay.
That's going to be really weird. I like that.
It's different. It's kind of like the last roast we did was the roast of COVID-19, which was also kind of out there and abstract. Yeah. We have another roast scheduled. We're still working on for tentatively set for October 17th, 9 p.m., which is the roast of Cody Hildebrand. Cody is he's a magician from Connecticut. and he's pretty talented. He's a great magician. He's pretty popular on TikTok, and he performs tricks on there. So you can see him at I think it's at Hildebrand Magic. Is it? I'd have to look it up right now. I don't remember.
I'm curious as to where in Connecticut he's from. Do you know?
Yeah, do you know where he's from?
I don't know. I know he's good friends with Nick, who's a member of the group, and Nick was from East Hartford area. So
okay.
I'm guessing he's around that area somewhere.
That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. Real quick, the so for the homeschool part, how did that idea come to do it specifically? Like, oh, we're doing this from like a homeschool classroom. Is that sort of like a play on everything that's been going on with kids being home from school and everything?
Yeah, it was definitely inspired by what's going on with kids taking classes from home. The idea actually was James Sanguinetti. He's another member of the group. He wanted to try something different rather than just doing a straight up improv show. It was to kind of do something that it's almost like a long form improv where we all have different characters. We're all playing different students in the classroom, and we're playing games while being these characters.
Overall
so let's say Richie plays the class nerd. You know, he's going to be the class nerd throughout the whole thing. So you're long form improving a character and playing games. So hopefully it goes well, but this is an experiment for us, so it's different. Once in a while, you need to kind of throw things out there and just see how it goes. And
like you were saying, I feel like this format lends well to that sort of online school thing because that's what everyone's experiencing right now.
Yeah, Zoom classes and everything else. If you go to facebook.com/notsafe4earth, we have all our events up on there if anybody wants to take a look at it. And I usually try to write a little synopsis about each show that's coming up.
And I know you said that it's been difficult to do sort of just the straight improv, format online, but I remember the one that I did when I was hanging out with Richie, I think it definitely went very well. And, for having to pull it all together online and the fact that this is usually something that's done together, I think it went over really well. And it's definitely very apparent that you kind of pushed the envelope a bit because that took me off guard a little bit, but I was like, ooh, this is fun. This is funny. I like this.
Yeah, we don't have any sacred cows. We'll make, a joke about, I know Richie, for instance, isn't a huge fan of shock humor necessarily. We do some shock humor, but we don't just do shock humor. We do everything. I'll make a dad joke and then I'll make an abortion joke right after. So,
fitting.
Actually, I forget what I was going to say. I was going to say something, but I forget now.
So, Richie.
Yeah.
What's up? That's all I had to kill the dead air. So.
Oh no, I remember what I was going to say now.
Quick enough.
The game that you played was a game that I wrote, which was just like a this or that game. But there's two categories.
Honestly, that was really fun. I really liked that one.
So the original one that I created was called Smartphone or Sex Toy, and it was back. So at the time I wrote it, there were a lot of smartphones that had kind of ambiguous names.
The Envy.
Envy. Like the MyTouch. Is that a smartphone or a sex toy? Or there was the Pulse Mini. Is that a sex toy or smartphone? So we had all these, and some of them were hard. You couldn't tell, like, is that a phone or a sex toy? I don't know. And then the second one we did was horror or porno, which was, is this the title of a horror movie or porno? And then I came up with the last one you played, which was cocktail or sex position. I tried to find two categories that are ambiguous enough, like where the names sound ambiguous enough where you can't tell.
And it was perfect.
It could be either. And the whole point is to trick you. And but it's not really an improv game per se, but it's something that I came up with.
It's something quick to do, but it's also really funny. Because I was like, wait, shit, this could be either.
The worst part is, researching sex toys at 3 a.m., coming up with a list of sex toys or porno movies.
Yeah,
there's actually a porn IMDb, by the way.
Really?
Really?
I can't say I'm surprised.
Is it called IMDP?
Jesus. I don't believe so, but
I'm gonna put one up there for my joke right there.
Can we find out? Can we get sponsored by the porno IMDb?
Yeah.
I was in a bar once which was Bobby's when I was writing the first game, which was Smartphone a Sex Toy.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the bar on my laptop looking up sex toys.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to find ones with ambiguous names. Like, could that be a smartphone name? Somebody walks over and like I'm sipping a beer and they're like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing this for a game."
Yeah. It's like, no, this is not my
Research.
personal. This isn't my personal research.
Yeah. So
The Penetrator. What is that?
Yeah, no, don't look. I have 13 tabs open, but I swear it's for a good cause.
I like that. I think that could go into another topic to talk about. What are some like the if anyone were to look at your Google search history, what is like the weirdest things that like they would find on it?
I mean, I think the weirdest things, they find nothing for me because I'm always on incognito.
Yeah.
So they find nothing. They'd be like, what does this guy do? Does this guy search anything?
Yeah.
I think some of these I could probably say the same for some, but I'm just gonna say it as a blanket thing. So I have this reputation with our friend Zach at home as I'm his secretary.
Yes.
Like whenever he has a question about something or he'll be talking about something, he's like, I've always wondered like how many blanks can fit inside a blank, and like I'll Google the answer really quick and find it for him, like that.
Yep.
And sometimes, either him or our friend Jack will just have like a really out there weird question. Like, what is the unit of measurement for bull semen and can you purchase it? And so I had to do a Google search for bull semen and what the current price is. And I was like, I'm going to go on incognito with the VPN for this one. But like, if I didn't, that would be the weirdest thing because it's like normal. Do horses masturbate? Normal. Like, just like the randomest, weirdest shit. But I always find answers though. I always do get results.
Oh, he's
no
always got that.
No matter how weird of a search I go down.
Yep. Mine's very like old man. Like I have like Facebook.com.
Why is the cost of potatoes going up?
I have
say why won't my printer turn on?
I have let me see. Twitch, welcome to the chat room bug. Weird holidays, August. American traditional night tattoo. New England aquarium. Bob Dylan, songs about love. Like
I am curious about the holidays one. What was the story behind that?
that was for the Not Safe for Earth Stupid Holiday show. I tried to have inspiration for a video that I could do for like a quick intro of like a weird holiday. And August 1st is National Girlfriend Day, which is also my birthday, which means that August 2nd is a day I feel more in tune with, which is National Singles Awareness Day. So I actually, it helped that I had these videos done a while ago called Why is Richie Single, which is just clips of just either drunk or stoned Richie just having just incessant ramblings on things or just really funny shit. And
or
so
honestly, you don't even have to be in top. You could be stone cold sober, and it's just like, well, we got Richie over here, and he's just doing one of his Richie things, and it's awesome.
Well, thank you. I would just say that, thank you. But yeah, that's like, so I ended up using that for National Singles Awareness Day. Steve's was fun. Steve's was National Spatial Awareness Day.
Oh my god.
No. It was National Situational Awareness Day.
Situational Awareness Day, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
if you like, you could tell the people about your video for that one.
My video clip was I recorded myself playing PlayStation, and my girlfriend comes over to the couch in my shoulder, and she says, "Hey, Steve, let's go to bed." And I say, "I'm not tired." And she says, "Neither am I." And I go,
go to bed.
like, what? That's funny. Why do you want to go to bed then? And I keep playing.
Just completely not aware of it. I love it.
Is there a National Object Permanence Day?
That's not one.
National Sigmund Freud Day.
Oh Jesus! It's the day everyone starts proposing admitting their love to their mothers and fathers.
Yeah. Which is
Outside of
also
Mother's Day and Father's Day.
weirdly also celebrated that day as National Oedipus Day, which is very weird. But
Again, we love a good crossover episode.
I don't know why, but I can make this really fun, weird face.
Oh my
Okay. Okay. Weber, when you do that, you look like the nostalgia critic, and I don't like it.
My question is, how stretchy is your skin? Because people have like different levels of stretchiness. Have you ever seen that? Like some people are like really stretchy, and I'm like really. And
Whoa, you can stretch.
I can stretch.
I can't. I don't have too much give.
I'm not.
I do like doing this, which is fun. Just
Oh, you ever did the guppy game? You know, like
Oh,
yeah. Don't smile. What do I do? Like that.
Coincidentally, that's also how
I'm
Richie tries to pick up girls online.
just. I'm a gamer.
Seen him on Omegle.
I like Skyrim.
Ooh.
Can we get a zoom in on Richie's mouth right now?
That's what I'm saying. I just want to see that tongue action.
I want like a 200 crop. There we go.
I like Skyrim, and I also personally like my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they're pretty fun to hang around with and do, but just that's the sound I make just whenever I don't have anything to say. Just why'd you write? I'm gonna just say this, Weber. Why'd you write "fucker" in the private chat?
Because it's right in the P word.
Huh?
Right in the P word.
The
Pucker.
puss?
Pucker right in the tushy.
Pucker right in the pussy? No.
Okay, I'm not. I feel like I'm not getting it. I don't get it. But
Richie, speaking of
speaking of things I don't get, how's your sex life?
so I was actually gonna say, what do we would we want to maybe kick into what sex with Richie is like?
Oof, man. I think we should. So, Steve, I think I'd like you to introduce this game because this is this is an improv game, and you are, as of right now, our king of improv.
The king of improv. That's I feel like that's an unearned title, but okay.
Mhm.
So, Sex with Me is a game where we take suggestions. Usually we get them from a live audience, but obviously we're streaming. And we have to say what sex with us is like. So, for instance, if Richie said banana, I would say, sex with me is like a banana. It's very appealing. Something, whatever. So, you have to make up a joke on the spot about what sex with me is like. And that's pretty much it. It's a real simple game.
All right,
All right,
so
Richie,
yeah,
you
I
said
think
you
we'll
had
start.
some,
I have a bunch of suggestions ready to go. You guys know how to chime in when you'd like, and yeah, so we'll start with theater or a theater. Sex with me is like a theater. The world's a stage. That means I do it in public.
I like it.
Theater or theater.
Theater. Sex with me is like a theater. I need at least like 2 intermissions.
Sex with me is like a theater. For some reason, the floor is going to be sticky.
Oh God.
Sex with me is like a theater in the Midwest because you're probably going to shoot a bunch of kids.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Sex with me is like a theater. You might need some help getting there. Do you need some help? Do you see? No? Oh, we got one more for theater. A couple for theater.
Sex with me is like the theater because if you're over 65, the tickets are less.
Oh.
God.
Sex with me is like a theater. There will be tears.
I got one.
He's very emotional in bed.
Very dramatic and drawn out.
Sex with me is like a theater. 2 shows on Sundays.
All right.
Ooh.
Damn, he's freaky.
Coming back for that 5 p.m. and the 8 p.m.
Dude, gotta get that matinee in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, prison.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
Anyone for prison?
Oh man.
Sex with me is like prison because I enter with your hands behind your back.
Ooh.
God.
Thinking with
I was
these.
gonna say, this is getting real interesting.
Sex with me is like a prison. Death row.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Damn, I can't think of any.
I'm like, I'm drawing a blank.
Sex with me is like a prison. I'll show you a green mile.
Oh, Jesus. What does that even mean?
My penis.
Why is it green?
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say. What?
Who cares? It's a mile.
Sex with me is like a prison. You don't come out the same way you went in.
Oh.
Sex with me is like prison because Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. That was not a real joke, but.
Sex with me is like a prison. You only get a 30-minute intermission.
How about the beach?
Oh. Are we talking about alcoholic drinks now? Because like
Sex on the beach, baby.
Sex on the beach. You could, but sex with me is like a beach. Why are there so many kids running around?
oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Sex with me is like a beach. Shallow.
Oh my god.
So no tears.
Sex with me is like a beach. It stinks worse at low tide.
Sex with me is like a beach. Crabs.
Just crabs.
Crabs.
Crabs. Eugene Krabs.
Crabs.
Crabs. Give me that Krabby Patty formula. I can't do plankton.
Crabs.
Crabs.
How do you do plankton?
I might have a suggestion. Ooh,
We
our
do.
good friend of the show, Marlena, porta potty.
Sex with me is like a porta potty. It's a good place to take a dump in public.
God.
Okay.
Sex with me is like a porta potty. You can have it anywhere.
There you go.
Sex with me is like a porta potty. Very blue. Very blue.
Sex with me is like a porta potty. Because you kind of know you want to go in, you kind of have to, but you don't really want to touch anything.
Sex with me is like a porta potty, poorly ventilated.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say very sweaty.
Oh Lord.
See what else we got. How about a telegram?
Telegram.
Ooh.
Sex with me is like a telegram. Your grandmother has fond memories of it.
God.
I got
Yeah.
that was good. Man.
Sex with me is like a telegram, an enigma. Yeah, because then
The Enigma machine.
just. All right.
Sex with me is like a telegram because I'll show up on your front doorstep and leave about 30 seconds later.
Oh Jesus.
Ooh, I got one. Sex with me is like a telegram. Stop.
Ooh. Good lord.
Anyone else with telegram?
I haven't gotten a telegram in like a couple weeks, so I'm not really like used to it.
Ooh, here's another one from Arlena. Basic training.
Sex with me is like basic training, a waste of time.
Oh God. Sex with me is like basic training. Too many shaved heads.
Oh my God.
Like a monkey ready to be shot into space.
Not coming up with anything good.
All right, I'll do another one. Japan.
Oh Lord.
Sex with me is like Japan.
Can I get subtitles for that, please?
You can't because it's gibberish.
Okay.
Sex with me is like Japan because I'm a samurai in the streets and a kamikaze in the sheets.
Jesus.
Sex with me is like Japan. When my girl queefs, it's a spirit wind.
Oh my god. Sex with me is like Japan. There's a lot of water around it.
Sex with me is like Japan because I'll leave a big red spot on a white sheet.
That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, there's got to be something with the red dot. Come on.
Speaking of red dots and everything, the sun.
Yeah. Sun?
Sex with me is like the sun because I come on your face every morning.
Ah,
Jesus.
okay, all right.
Sex with me is like the sun, too hot to not be explored.
I'm trying to like figure out my phrasing for it.
Sex with me is like the sun, a big ball of noxious gas.
Sex with me is like the sun because too much exposure will probably cause cancer.
Oh, Jesus.
Sex with me is like the sun, because in about 11 years it's just going to destroy humanity.
Oh my God.
Alright, what else? How about a dungeon?
Dungeon.
Well, a sex dungeon.
Sex with me is like a dungeon. It's very cold and moist.
Sex with me is like a dungeon. There's just like a random old man on the wall, chained.
Sex with me is like a dungeon because if you ended up there, it was probably against your will.
Oh.
God. Sex with me is like a dungeon because stop, you violated the law. That's an Elder Scrolls
You've
reference.
committed crimes against Skyrim and
And
people. Let's say you no defense.
I'm gonna have to boot up Skyrim later tonight now.
Right.
Yeah, you're in Skyrim a lot.
Sex with me mods.
Sex with me is like a dungeon. It's a lot of changing whips.
Sex with me is like a dungeon because I call my chastity belt the Iron Maiden.
No.
Sex with me is like a dungeon because I spend a lot of time on the rack.
Out. Okay. All
Let's
right.
see. A shower.
I'm not that clever.
Oh God.
I mean, there's the classic. Sex with me is like a shower. Wet. What else you say?
Sex with me is like a shower in Moscow with Donald Trump.
That's for shower. We got one from Marlena. Supermarket.
Ooh.
Sex with me is like a supermarket. People like pick it up, they squeeze it a little bit, and then they put it down to find another one. Sex with me is like a supermarket. You know when they like mist the fruits every like half hour?
Sex with me is like a supermarket. There's always one or two spills.
Oh God. Sex with me is like a supermarket because I'm naked in the frozen section.
Sex with me is like a supermarket because visiting is your mother's greatest excitement for the week.
Yeah, accurate.
Sex with me is like the supermarket because you got to budget it that in somewhere, you know? I'm not cheap.
Sex with me is like a supermarket because I like to produce,
Ooh.
as in reproduce.
Sex with me is like a very recent supermarket as they have to wait in a line outside to get in.
Sex with me is like a supermarket. It's okay if you like steal one or two grapes. No one's gonna notice.
Sex with me is like a supermarket. It's a big Y.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a supermarket because I'll show you a Piggly Wiggly. That's a southern supermarket joke for all you southern supermarketers.
For all y'all southern folk.
Here's one. World War One.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God.
Sex with me is like World War One. It always starts with an assassination.
Sex with me is like World War One because I'll throw you in a trench and gas you.
Sex with me is like World War One. Always ends in a stalemate.
Oh, Jesus.
Sex with me is like World War One. I'm neutral.
Ooh.
Neutral.
You're just neutral. You're cruising to
neutral.
neutral.
How about a couch?
Sex with me is like a couch because I pull out.
No, he doesn't.
Sex with me is like a couch, more cushion for the pushing.
Sex with me is like a couch. You know, that fake leather just always gets your legs stuck. I don't know.
Sex with me is like a couch because after a couple of years, you'll probably end up outside on the corner of the street.
Sex with me is like a couch. You can usually fit 3 people.
There we go.
Sex with me is like a couch. Most young people get it used, so just all right. Yeah.
Sex with me is like a couch. You might find some spare change. We don't know where it's from, but it's there.
God. How about a loan?
I mean,
It speaks for itself.
Sex with me is like a loan. I can't get one.
sex with me is like a loan because only one of us is getting fucked.
Sex with me is like a loan because I charge interest.
Ooh.
All right. How about? I think this will be our last suggestion for this game.
Yes.
Actor, an actor.
An actor.
Sex with me is like an actor because I'm gonna be faking it the entire time.
Sex with me is like an actor because I sat in makeup for 7 hours for this.
Sex with me is like an actor for the Weinstein Company.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
Sex with me is like an actor. You're probably going to get really sweaty under the hot lights.
Sex with me is like an actor because, you know, I wasn't really feeling that. Can we do another take?
That was good. That was clever. Damn.
All right, I got no more suggestions from our lovely Facebook. Thank you, Marlena, for putting in some great suggestions there.
I don't think I've ever had
so yeah.
Supermarket before.
Supermarket's a good one. That's a good one
Yeah.
to use.
I couldn't think of anything.
Just the mental image of someone standing naked in the freezer aisle is going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
I
Right?
was
You
trying
got
to think
that
of
right.
a Karen reference, but nothing came to
Ooh.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we didn't put that on the chicken.
They never put it on
Damn
the chicken.
You didn't put it on the chicken.
Didn't
We
put it
have
on the-
some hot honey here. Chili infused honey.
Hot chicken. Tell me what you're missing. Kiss another man while you're cooking in the kitchen. Hot chicken. Tell me what you're missing. Kiss another man while you're cooking in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's the best thing that ever came out of that episode. That one with Jack Black, the Eric
Yeah.
Andre, just hot chicken. Tell me, and then Jack Black's trying to remember it. He goes, "Hot chicken. Tell me what you're missing." It's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Really, said, "Anytime, y'all. Thanks."
I just love Jack Black's, like, he gets confused and just says things.
Have you seen the latest viral? You've been on TikTok. You've probably seen it. 5 Nights at Varieties. That's where I want to be. And he's in like those high-waisted.
Oh, I saw a screenshot from it. I didn't see the actual video, but I'm like, is that Jack Black?
That TikTok video gives me serotonin. That video right there is just serotonin. What are some like random videos on the internet that give you serotonin every time you watch?
Oh, dude. There's.
It depends on like what my mood is or what my day is, I guess.
I mean, I can think of. If we're talking TikToks, I have. There's this one of a Pokemon named Lanoon, I think it is, and he's walking. Just a video of him walking, and it's got that song by. Is it Michael? Is it Matthew something? It's the. Ain't nobody gonna break my stride.
Nobody's gonna tell me down. Uh-oh.
I got to keep on moving. That's me in the best movie.
Oh my god.
Every time.
The new trend right now is that, and a cowboy needs a hat, needs a hat, and a pair of fancy boots.
I'm not
And it's
familiar
just
with
people
that one.
putting on hats and boots.
I think without like being specific, just because I don't really like spend a lot of time on TikTok like normally, but sometimes I'll just hit a phase where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the next like 30 to 45 minutes and just scroll
Yep.
on like a Saturday afternoon or something, and I'm like, this is just cathartic because it's just like I just quick intake, throw it out, bring on the next one.
I think a video that gives me serotonin every time I watch it is that cartoon dinosaur video. That's a ba 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 ba. Yee. That's my favorite video of all
Dude,
time.
When I was, no, when we were freshmen, my roommate Nick,
Played that every day.
yeah, no, we loved that video, and we found a bunch of different like versions of it and remixes, and would just send them to each other.
Oh man. Another one that I love is there was this video that came out a long time ago. It's called Marine. It was Marine.
Oh,
And you know what I'm talking about. It's just this girl and she's on her computer and like the webcam's there and the brother comes up kind of jogging and then he goes, Marine, and she looks up, she goes, oh, and he just takes his hand and he just smacks her down. She falls down and he looks at the camera and just goes, Marine, oh, smack. Just full on. That's one of those that I showed it to my dad, and my dad will quote that at random times now. He'll walk around and go, hey, Marine.
How is Jimmy Quiche doing post-op?
Jimmy Quiche is doing good. All his stitches are out. He's back at work.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a lot drier mouth. He goes like, it's significant. So
Yeah.
Stephen and
For context.
other Alex, my dad had his whole salivary gland removed because there was an abscess or a growth on it or something. So they basically just took out
I
his
saw the
whole salivary
pictures.
gland.
Saw the after.
Crazy scar.
Oh.
Yeah, basically they cut like down, up, and then down, and then they peel the skin out, and then they just take out the gland and they put it back and suture him up. So you got a free facelift out of it, which is nice.
Oh
Hey.
my God! Wow.
But I kept
All that kind
showing
of stuff
him,
grosses me out.
He'll be ready for hot quiche summer next year.
dude, hot watermelon sugar quiche.
Oh God.
Watermelon sugar quiche. Could you imagine a watermelon quiche?
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
What's in it besides watermelon?
Whatever's in a quiche Lorraine. I don't know.
It's like,
I usually don't know what's in it. It's just quiche.
eggs or something.
I mean,
don't know.
egg and
Yeah,
cheese.
egg and watermelon.
Egg, cheese, and
I
watermelon.
didn't like that.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
not a spinach quiche
I'll
guy.
take a bite. Probably wouldn't eat more than a bite.
I'll try anything once.
Steve, what are some videos that give you serotonin?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I like to browse Reddit.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
There is a channel that I like. There's this guy who does a bunch of remixes of Trump singing songs, and I find it hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I'm trying to remember. There was one he did
I
recently
gotta
that
find
was
the
funny.
channel.
You know what's-
Maestro Zikos, that's the guy's name. He just takes a bunch of like pop songs, like anything in the top like 10, and remixes them with Donald Trump singing them. And for some reason, it just brings me a lot of joy.
One weird thing that I don't necessarily think if it gives me serotonin, but it just like it makes me very content to be putting time in watching it. Is videos of people magnet fishing. Are you guys familiar?
Oh
with
yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah,
It's when they take the big magnets and they cast them into like lakes or rivers or ponds, and then they pull it, and anything magnetic just gets like attached to it. And people find like bikes and like nails, and they're like, "Oh, well, we found a samurai sword today." It's like, "Hey, cool, we found this rifle, so we got to call the police and make sure it's not like part of a cold case." But it's just like so interesting to see like what shit is just like everywhere in the water. I'm like, now I think about it whenever I'm near a body of water. I'm like, what's kicking around down there?
yeah. That for me, that topic of video is those guys that like help out cows and horses, like with their hooves.
Oh yeah.
Like people that redo horseshoes. I think that's fun, but also like the guys that like this cow's had a rock stuck in his foot for 3 years.
Fix it.
We're gonna fix it, and then like they help him out, and the cows can like walk better. And I'm like, that's nice. I'll end up going down that rabbit hole. WWE like top 10s or like the playlist videos.
Yeah.
And lately it's been, and I don't know if it's a topic to really talk about, but Chris Chan. I don't know if you guys know about Chris Chan. He was
It's like a 4chan. Oh, is it a person?
yeah. I don't know if you guys know about Christian Weston Chandler. Inventor
I think
of
I've heard of.
yeah, it's this person, and yeah, it's just the battles they had with trolls online, and how basically it just can hurt a person like indefinitely and stuff. And it's just, I don't know why, but there's this person that he has like a 40 something part documentary about him.
Oh.
And each one's like an hour, and legit, like it's just been like coming up on my YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I start watching, but I'm like, oh, shit, I'm already like 40 minutes into this episode.
Yeah, I just pulled up Google search. Seems very intriguing for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of mainly what I've been watching lately is that. That and I always love the Smosh guys. I think they're really funny. When they're trying not to laugh and their Among Us gameplays, which I feel like that's a game we should play. I think that could be fun with a group of friends playing Among Us.
Do any of you guys watch Unis Honest? I know you probably do. Yeah.
I've been watching a little bit of their videos. I think it's a really cool concept that they're doing too.
I've been deep in Unis Honest for a long time.
Yeah, they got some interesting
It's fun.
stuff.
And
I just watched the shot put video.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really cool concept. You know, like after a year, it's a year of uploads and everything's gone. Like you won't be able to watch them anymore. But people are gonna archive them and make separate channels where you can watch them. But like, I just think that's a cool concept.
And it's fun just to have like a different thing every day.
Yeah, and kind of just random.
Yeah. To have the freedom where you do something different every day, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Having a script to follow by. I think if I could like think of an old video that there's one that I remember scrolling through Reddit actually. We're speaking of Reddit, and it was some video, some dude just standing there. He like starts the camera, but he's backing up, and he's trying to act all cool, and he's just like, you know what's up, blah blah, like blah. And then his brother walks up behind him, just comes out from behind, seeing just shirtless. He's like, "Mom made pancakes," and his back, and he just laughs. I
love that one. You know? Yeah, that's a great one.
Oh, so it makes me so happy just to hear his genuine laugh. You know.
The same vein of that one is stop!
Oh, yeah.
I could have dropped my croissant.
Yeah.
I almost dropped my croissant.
The days of Vine.
Pretty much any Vine. We could go on that.
Yeah, we could go on that for like.
I miss Vine so much. Steven, were you on Vine?
Never really got into it.
I'm sorry.
I had
a
an
Vine
account.
person.
I never really used it.
I loved Vine.
Vine was so much fun.
I remember my first Vine I ever watched. It was some dude at some party, and he's like telling the cameraman to follow him, and he walks up to some dude on the couch and just smashes a bottle over his head. It was fake bottle. It was not real, but like you don't know that. He just smashes his bottle, and you're like, what's going on?
First Vine I ever watched was the famous one of the girl like blowing the big vape cloud, and the guy turns to the camera and goes, "Whoa." That's the very first Vine I ever saw, and I was like. Also, one of my favorite Vines is, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I swear to God. It's just, that's up in the upper echelon of just...
I like we actually recreated this one, Richie. It's the, Adam.
Adam. Yeah.
I still have that video of us doing that.
I'm trying to think of some other really great ones. The old lady, eyebrows on, bitch, the fleek. She's just an old lady. What about the one? Every time you want to yell at your kids, you put a quarter in the no yelling sock, and when you have enough, you have a weapon. And I was like, yeah. Sometimes boomers make good shit. You know about all boomers, right, Steven? You're one of those.
Exactly. Respect.
Fucking
now,
boomer.
What's a boomer? What year? What year from what year defines a boomer? I don't know. I don't actually know.
So I believe the baby boomers started after World War II, mainly because husbands came home and everybody was so happy that they just fucked. They just porked. And I don't know really when they stopped, but I know my parents were on like the back end of the boomers because they were 61, 64.
46 to 64.
Oh yeah, so my mom is right on the cutoff
Gotcha.
for boomer. So my parents are fucking boomers, man.
Yeah, mine are as well.
Yeah, they're right in the middle.
It's interesting because I was looking at them recently, the generations, and found out like I think it was Z, not Z.
Yeah,
where's the Z?
I don't know. I don't remember. Because it's like they have it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
I'm a millennial apparently.
Yeah, you're a millennial.
Weird. But
at
the end of the day, it's just a fucking concept that's man-made and doesn't actually exist.
Yeah.
Just time.
I heard a really cool name for our group, us being me, Weber, and Alex. As sorry, I just bit my lip. The I generation, with like a lowercase I.
Yeah.
Because we were there we still remember dial-up internet, but we were there for like the
thing.
introduction of Wi-Fi is an integral part of our upbringing.
Yes.
Yeah, like that
You know what I mean?
mid 90s forward is just like,
Yeah.
here you go, guys. Go crazy.
It's amazing you bring that up because I actually had a discussion with someone recently about how amazing, for how much we can appreciate being in the generation that we are, and when we were born, just how like frame rates have improved even, you know what I mean? Like, we had basic frame rates and like, you know, it was smooth and it looked great to us. And then over time, we've just been able to just experience like the actual, like how real it's become, you know, it's almost completely impossible to tell the difference sometimes.
I grew up with TVs that still had dials on them, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
My first TV, my dad got me a little Magnavox when I was like 5 or 6 years old. He got me a little Magnavox so I could play Sega Genesis on it. So I used to play Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo on my little Magnavox with the dial. Change the channels. And I used to watch Letterman at night. And yeah, Letterman, Third Rock from the Sun, The Simpsons.
We used to have one of those, like, just for like, I don't know why we had it, but like one of those really little like portable TVs that never worked. Like we had it, and I don't think I've ever seen it like functioning once. And I'm just like, why?
You take like 15 batteries in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's like you need 28D batteries.
So yeah, you watched Letterman growing up. Is that how you learned to talk to women?
No.
Okay.
The joke's on you because I never learned how to talk to women. So there.
I've always wanted to do. I have this idea for a sketch called the Overzealous Rim Shot, but it's like legit like a guy's like doing comedy and he has like the guy doing like the do-do, but like legit he does like a really good joke. So then the guy just like he just but he could go on for like a good minute and then just have like the crowd just like start like nodding off or whatever and be like do and have the comedian get mad.
That reminded me of that video of it's that kid. He's like, yeah, you know Hawaii 5-0. You ever seen that show? Well, it starts with the drum part that goes like this, and then goes just down the line, and then as soon as the Hawaii 5-0 song hits, he just goes like this and like walks away, and it sends me.
That made me think of that video of what's those that kid show? I can't remember. Not the guys that dress up in the weird crazy suits like
Teletubbies.
Not Teletubbies. Not the Teletubbies. It's like some kind of they're creatures of some sort.
Booba.
Is it the Goop? But then you know the video of the drummer. There was like they were doing a live show, and there was like an actual professional drummer dressed in this suit, and he
I saw that one.
Yeah.
It's like a Japanese thing. He was like ding 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 ding. Just starts going. I love that guy.
So amazing.
So Richie.
Yes, sir.
I have a request or a proposal.
Brother.
I'm feeling the air right now. It seems like it's really.
Can you
really
feel it in
nice
the air
cool
tonight?
night. So it's feeling pretty vibey outside. So I know this is a pretty hefty live stream, so it might take more than one of us to carry it. You want to grab this live stream and just I have a ditch in the back already that I dug for this purpose, but do you want to just go throw it in there? Want to help me out?
Yeah, only if I can really use that tamper when we bury it,
absolutely.
so that it's not like fresh soil.
Yeah. I got one in the back of the Subaru, so we're good to go.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, thanks guys for listening and watching and giving us suggestions.
This has been a new stone turned as we now have more than one person on here with us. Yeah. So
I want to thank Steve Norton of Not Safe for Earth for joining us. If you'd like to plug all your social medias.
Well, I'll just plug Not Safe Earth. Facebook.com/Not Safe Earth. We have a YouTube channel, but we don't have a custom URL because the channel is not large enough. We have not really focused on promoting that. So if you just search Not Safe Earth on YouTube, will come up. But
and
I hope this show was better than the one that we didn't get to air.
Oh yeah.
And your future events are all going to be posted through the Facebook page. That's where people can find any future Not Safe for Earth shows.
They go up on there. The videos also go up on YouTube. Like usually when we create the event, There's a place marker on Facebook and YouTube for the live streaming events. Live events. Hopefully, we'll be able to do some more live events soon. And that's something that Richie and I need to talk about. Is like, where can we actually perform live?
Yeah,
we might do some more. Yeah, we might do some more shows with your theater, and there are some venues around my area in Providence which we could probably do as well. But
hopefully, things start to neutralize a little bit, and live things could happen. But Steven, thank you for coming back on. I'd like to thank my buddy, also Alex, for coming up. Wish my boy luck. He's climbing Mount Washington Saturday morning with his family.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, if we don't see him again, we'll
mountain
save
took
this
him.
Video. The mountain took him.
The mountain took him.
The way I want to go.
True.
See him on 2020.
Yeah. So, all right, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us on this second live stream edition of Socially Distant. As Richie said before, please stick around, stay tuned for 7 o'clock on August 5th. It is a Monday where we will be speaking with President Paul LeBlanc from Southern New Hampshire University. Only time's going to tell what's going to happen, but I'm excited. It's going to be a hell of a time.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, thank you. Thank you for watching. As always, at the end of these things, we have a couple little requests.
Yo, yeah. What is it?
Gotta stay safe. I know it's been a while since we've had this conversation, but still just keep it real. Whatever. That's the constant. I want you to say spiced, pumpkin spiced. So stay safe and stay spiced, because it's getting a little bit chill in the air, and we're getting that pumpkin spice latte shit going on. And as always, I need you to say socially.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time, that bounty. Check out my Chrissy behind, it's fine all of the time, like sex on the beaches. What else is in the teachers of peaches? Huh, what?
Bye.